Hi everyone. I just wanted to say a lot of gratitude and a thank you to the support that I got on my last video. It really meant a lot to me. I didn't really think that a lot of people could understand what I went through. So, it means a lot to me that there's people out there that recognize pain as being a virtue, to say the least. But I thought I would come on here and share a couple of my, I guess, stories. I'm gonna start out with one of the most painful, but I feel like it's one that needs to be talked about the most. So when I was 13 years old, I discovered what Klonopin and Oxycontin were. I was a really sad girl. I was a really sad girl my entire life. I was one of those girls in elementary school that I straight up started playing basketball with the boys because none of the girls wanted to play tag with me, and I was kind of tired of sitting alone and picking dandelions from the grassy area. And it was okay, it was what it was. But so anyways, flash forward to middle school. I got bullied a lot. Criticized for the way that I looked, the way that I dressed, the way that I acted. There was this one outfit that I loved to wear in 6th grade. I loved this outfit. It was this blue shirt. I was a little chubbier, so it helped not really show my chubbiness, and I don't know, and it was a teal blue skirt that I wore with it, and had these Skechers that I used to wear with it, and God, I was such a nerd. But yeah, I got really depressed, and my dad was an addict my whole life. Although he was a very, 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 very functioning one. He happened to I don't know how he did it, but he ran 7 car washes all around Los Angeles County, and yeah, all under the influence by his entire life, having the time of his life. But I never felt like I fit in, and when I tried Klonopin and Oxycontin, I felt like I fit in. I felt everything that had ever caused me pain, caused me ridicule, caused me harm, be lifted, and in a way where I couldn't think and I couldn't feel, and it was something that I had never felt before. I had never felt, I had felt the feeling of antidepressants, but no, this was a different kind of numbness. This was a numbness that was so surreal that it took away every single thing, object, sense, people, thing, anything in the room. It took it away, and it was just, you were sitting alone with you, except it was just nothingness with you. I cannot explain the first time I tried it. It was the most blissful feeling. And it was from my dad's medication cabinet. He used to have this in his closet. He used to have this big, almost drawer thing, and I used to call it Daddy's CVS Pharmacy, because I swear to fucking God, when you would go in there, you would open up the cabinet, and there would be almost every single prescription pill, that is what's it called, a substance that you can use, painkiller, morphine, whatever you fucking name it, in the fucking counter. And, I always, like, really wondered why he did, like, those drugs my entire life. He would have dinner, and then he would go into his CVS pharmacy, and then he would come back out, and he would, lay on the TV, and he would go like this. He'd just be, and it was just like this surreal feeling, and honestly, sometimes it scared me, because it scared me because I was like, fuck, man, is he okay? Like, sometimes he would really be like, and it was, I don't know, it was a scary thing to see, as like a little girl. But like, as I grew older, and as I grew sadder, and as I grew more depressed, I wanted to know what that feeling was like. I craved that feeling that he felt in that chair all those years. And let's just say, it didn't stop there. New Year's of 2017, I have an overdose. I've only been using Klonopin and Oxycontin. I was mixing them together. I don't know how I survived. I'm telling you right now, I don't know. And by the grace of God, by the grace of angels, I've been told many, many times that I'm meant to be here for a reason, unfortunately. As much as I want to die, I don't think God will let me, because believe me, I have fucking tried. I have tried many fucking times, but I just don't think it's in the books for me yet, unfortunately. It sucks. But what can we do? Nothing. We just live on. So back to what I was saying, but I had an OD, and my dad had found me. And I guess I was unconscious, and my face was white, and I was cold to the touch. But I fucking survived it like a god. And I was 50'd, and they didn't, since I was a minor, they did all the CPS, all this shit. Long story short, I'm fine. I just was like, well, I was a little, like, I didn't mean anything. Like, I don't have a serious drug problem. Like, I was just a little depressed, and I wanted to sleep. Like, that was my excuse. And the doctors bought it, obviously, because daddy's money. But one thing that I fucking wish, like, I don't know. Sometimes I wish he would have said something. I wish he would have tried harder to stop me. He didn't try harder. I remember I went home that night, and he sat me down, and he said, look, if you're gonna start doing the same shit I'm gonna do, excuse me, he was like, then you're gonna have to start being a better daughter. Like, you're gonna have to start doing more, because, like, I'm not giving my drugs away for free. And so I tried. I tried to do well in school, but, when you are a 13-year-old who is drugged out and very heavily prescribed, you tend to fail all your classes. And I failed all my classes, and sorry, my cat again. Let me let her out. I'm so sorry. I do this every time, but oh well. Go, baby. But okay. So, as I was saying, okay, so I got addicted, and it wasn't even the OD that sent me to rehab, man. I was having, like, actually, I had, like, a good, like, 5-month bid. I'm not even gonna lie, like, a good 5-month bid, because that was January, and then around May, I fucked up bad. I fucked up really fucking bad. I fucked up really, 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 really fucking bad. And, it was to a point where I was so drugged out that I couldn't go an hour without popping a Xanax. And I was going through my dad's medicine cabinet, ransacking it almost twice a day. And it was not getting good. And my dad started to notice, so my dad started to get really mad, and my mom started to notice. When my mom started to notice, my mom started to play, and that's when shit got bad. Because my mom started to notice my grades slip. My mom started to notice me sleeping all the time. My mom started to notice, her cute little 12, 13-year-old daughter who was wearing, who was watching fucking Monster High and was like, had a little baby fat on her, turn into this I was so fucking skinny. And my cheeks were all fucking swollen, and oh my god, it was I looked dead. I had sunken eyes, like my bags were bad. I was sleeping, but I still had baggy eyes. Like, I was really, 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 really pale because I had a lot of low iron, I guess. So I was really pale, and oh my god, I was ghostly looking. And somehow, still the shit at ghostly looking though. I fucking made out with the hottest boy in middle school, in the entire middle school. And man, that was a flex, because he fucking, in the 6th grade, he came up to me and called me a fat, ugly bitch. Yeah, by the lockers. I guess it was a dare. But yeah, I was a very fat, ugly bitch. I will say that. But I wasn't in 8th grade on those fucking drugs. I wasn't. But I got sent to this treatment center called the Heritage Community, and it was interesting. It was an interesting experience, I was this little, oh, and by the way, the reason why I got sent away was because I got caught with it in school. Got caught with my pharmacy. I guess one of the girls that didn't like me, she found out that I was bringing my pills to school and popping them, and she fucking told the principal. So they did like the dog sniffing thing. Like, they called in one of the officers or something, and anonymously, no one knew it was gonna fucking happen, and they got me. But yeah, so I got sent away, and I was in a lot of trouble, and I got sent away. And I was a 14-year-old girl with a bunch of 17-year-olds, like about to turn 18. I think there was like one other girl there who was like 16, about to turn 17, and those girls were my fucking sisters. Like, those girls, like, they took me under their wing. I still talk to 3 of them. Actually, I still talk to 3 of them. I have hung out with 3 of them. Like, all 3, yeah. I love, and it was a group of 7 of us. It was 7 of us, and I don't want to take up too much time blabbering, so I'll probably do the stories in the next part, like the memories that I had and the crazy shit that happened there. But just kind of starting it out. It was interesting. It was a very military style routine. You would wake up at 6 in the morning or 7 in the morning. I can't fucking remember, honestly. I think it was 7 in the morning. It was pretty fucking early because we had breakfast, and then we had to go to meds, and then we'd have like 30 minutes of PH time, and then sometimes we'd do like a morning reflection, or then sometimes we had like morning rec. God, I don't know, my throat is killing me. But oh my god, promise I'm not dying. I just guess I need to drink some more water. But and we had like a cafeteria that we all like went to, and it was cool because it was this cafeteria, and there was like 10 different fucking like homes, right, with like, but it was like it was this one huge like treatment center, and it was like about like 100 staff. And don't even fucking get me started on the staff, okay? The staff were fucking corrupted. The staff were more corrupted than the kids, honestly. Like, I fucking had a relationship with one of my substitute teachers at the treatment center. My first and only like adult like relationship as a child. Like, I've slept with a lot of older men as a woman, as being 18 and up. Like, I've slept with a good amount of very old men, but I was 16 and he was in his like early 30s. He said I think he was about like 33, 34, and he's from New York. I remember he came to Utah for like this job or whatever, this new job. I don't know, some weird shit. I don't know, honestly, TBH. But he had like 3 kids, and he was married. And but at the time he told me he was separated with his wife, but he still wore his ring, so you know how that goes, you know. But I think I craved male father validation so badly that I would uncover it to any extent, and I still do to this day. You know, I still look for male roles in literally every day like life. Like it's not very good. But back to the treatment center, rehab detention center, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We had a routine that we did. We had, we'd have gym sometimes, but we had school. And it was cool because the school was like all girls and all guys. So it was like, so in the treatment center we had these like 2 separate buildings. It was like this huge big building, and we had like these 2 schools. It's probably changed now, but when I was there, it was these 2 schools. It was boys school and girls school. And basically what it was, and they were changing it up all the time, like by the time I ended, they had us like boys school and girls school, but it was like weird. It was weird because it was like we used to be with the like the children who were autistic and the children who had those kinds of because so it was separated into 2 groups, the treatment center. And sorry that I'm a little all over the place. I'm a little another influence, if you can't tell. But okay, but so it was divided into 2 sections. There was like the druggies, and like there was kids from juvie. We had this like, there was like a lot of kids from juvenile detention, like actual county juvenile detention centers would transfer over. It was kind of like a halfway house for like juvie kids who were like doing good, but weren't able to get like let out of their sentence right away for their crime, if that makes sense. One of the girls that I hang out with, or I am still in contact with to this day, I don't know if she'll want me to say her name, so let's just call her Renee. Super duper duper fucking sweet Mexican girl from Orange County. And me and Renee went to JV. Renee actually went to the rehab center, got in trouble, went to JV, and then came back. So if that makes a little sense, it was a very much a halfway house for very, very troubled juvenile kids. Like, you weren't getting in there if you didn't do something real fucking bad, and I had the drug charge on me. But and then there was the autistic kids, so it was weird. It was like, it was the entire campus, but they made sure to separate they called it the peers and elevate. And they made sure to separate the peers, and they made sure to celebrate the elevate kids. And sometimes, they were intertwined. Well, when I first got there, it was the elevate kids and the peers kids, but all the girls in one school and then all the boys in one school, because I wanted to keep them, as separated as possible. Like, you were not looking at each other, you were not, doing anything. And anyways, what had happened was, fuck, I lost my train of thought again. Oh my god. Okay, no, I remember. Okay, so they didn't want you, like, to be able to see each other. And even though, like, we had, like, our ways, like, we'd pass notes to each other, there was times where we would, like, make out with each other. Like, there's this one girl who, like, fucked this guy in the laundry room. Like, there was ways around it. There was, like, sometimes, like, staff, like, you would be, like, become friends with and shit, who would, like, have your back. Like, there's a staff member who staffed me, who's, like, in her 40s now, who literally, like, called me today to, like, talk shit and tell me that, like, she OD'd and, like, is, like, hooked on drugs again, and she don't know what to do. And, like you bond a lot with the people there, because it's such a harsh environment, and it's such a eerie place, to say the least. But yeah, that's just a little bit of what it was like going to, one of these facilities, per se, in Provo, Utah, that the Paris Hilton so delightfully talks about. But yeah, anyways, that's all. Let me know if you guys want to hear more about this, or you guys want to hear other stories, but I'll probably just share whatever I feel like. Anyways, have a good night, and hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving weekend.